Hi guys, Lianne here again with another episode of Seduce Me. So last time we got to know the boys a little better and we were about to have dinner. And at this point, oh yeah, the flashback, that's where we stopped. At this point I like James and Matthew the best. They're so different, but I like them the best. Damien I also like, but he's so quiet, so you don't know. Yeah, that's probably his personality, but you know, because he can read minds, it's difficult. Okay, let's go. I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrancy. Vibrancy. All while I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any of the drama that might have arisen, like scribbling on someone's papers for revenge or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice just standing back and watching things pass by and life go on. I had long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often said to myself in encouragement, yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I'll have to spend more time with myself. Okay, that's a bit... I never really liked to be alone, but because I got bullied at school, I sometimes wish I was alone, that those people weren't there, but not because I thought I was so awesome, not at all, but more because the other people scared me, you know? But this is Jennifer's story, so let's go on. But there was a certain bitterness that, coupled with being alone, made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at that moment. And even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely. Oh, that's so sad. So sad. Oh. That's when I decided on it right then. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk my way over there and see what he had to say about it. How old are you? Kindergarten this is? You're pretty mature and pretty creepy for your kindergarten age, young lady. Young lady. Okay. I had never seen him before that. What better time to see him then? If no one else was going to help me with that, what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. So after school I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, 7 years old? Okay, wow. Like what? I would be like, what is a 7-year-old doing alone at the streets, man? Maybe it's because I'm a teacher assistant. I'm like, what? I obviously had great ideas. I soon became lost, and like I always did when I felt lost, I just stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall and eyes looking at the strangers passing by. And, like always, people continued to pass by and life continued to go on. I was sadder than ever. I hadn't ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I thought that I was silly for even thinking that I could change things with my own hands. That was until a voice brought me back to reality.
Hon, is that you?
I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face, but it was obvious that whoever was talking to me knew who I was. And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving its rusty joints and I realized that things were moving along. Suddenly, I had become part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past by. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. Yeah, I saw. We have seen him before, right? In another flashback. Alright. I had the opportunity to help them. Though, would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if that was the best idea. After all, 5 demons in my house wasn't exactly the living arrangement that I had imagined when I first moved in. There was the matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking about them as lab rats made my stomach uneasy. And even if they passed for humans, how would I explain having guys living in my house? Imagine if my friends came over. They would practically think I was part of a harem or something. Oh God. Imagine if my parents came over. I think my mom would faint. Yeah, I think my mom would faint too. And look at me very funny. Like, what the hell's going on? Do we need to save you? Something like that, I imagine. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he would have them arrested on the spot. I don't like the dad, but that's not really strange, girly. No. I know you're 18, but still, man. Bit weird. Bit weird. Just a bit. This was hard. Maybe I should have written out a pros and cons list before actually having to make a decision.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
It was strange that I happened to remember what my grandfather said to me when I was little. But it did kind of make sense. They weren't in the same exact situation that I was in before. No, they're not. Oh, but I did want to help them out. I think it would ease my conscience and also make me a bit happy to give them help. As weird as that sounded, it sounds very weird. Weird. Clenching my hands into a fist, I strengthened my resolve to speak up. Well, you could...
What was that, lovely lady?
That is,
Spit it out already.
His face just messes me up, man. That face. Oh, Sam. Okay, let's spit it out. You could stay here with me, if you like. As soon as I finished my sentence, the room became still. I'm not sure what went through their heads from my words. The silence in the air cut like a knife until I finally spoke up once more. It seems like you all needed a place to stay, and well, I just moved into this giant house, so it seemed like it made sense. It doesn't, though, but okay. We have discussed this. My viewers know. I won't bother you anymore with my, this is this weird. It was still quiet in the room. I decided to keep talking. I don't know if that's a good idea, though. If you would like to stay here, though, there are two things that I need all of you to follow. Idea is just so good. First of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do something that might harm me or any guest that come over. Well, save for our enemies, but you get my drift.
That sounds reasonable.
Thanks, Damien. Second, you have to help me with my errands around the house. This place is kind of big, so... yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
It's alright, really. I mean, I just started living here myself, so I would appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
Glad you're happy, Eric. Seb is not. Sam is gonna kill me. Look at his face, man.
What? Are you serious?
No. Yes. Maybe.
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
Oh, poor Matthew. They all seem to like the idea, except for Sam. And hey, I didn't really hate the idea either, even if they were incubi. It would be interesting having 5 guys help me with taking care of the house, given they would follow the rules that I had just laid down.
Fine, but we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
Also beautiful. If you need a bedfellow.
No. No thank you.
Eric, knock it off.
I was happy that they agreed. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Maybe it was because they all needed help and my want to help people was fulfilled. I would never be sure.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in.
Finally, I'm starving.
No. Instantly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with food on the table. I noticed James' eye twitching and in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
I almost couldn't hold it in. I like James a lot. I think from all the guys we met so far, I like James the most because of his gentleman demeanor. Also his looks, the black hair, the glasses. Like I said, Harry Potter style for me. And he's called James, man. Oh my god, I can't even. But he's just a bit too strict for me. He takes it too far. I mean, I would not be disgusted. I would just laugh it off. So that's also why I like Matthew, because he is childish. He likes childish things, but he's also very mature, I think. So, ooh, which is gonna pick? But I think James. I think I'm gonna pick James. But I did because I'm going for James, and I think he would appreciate it if I didn't laugh, even if I really wanted to. Almost couldn't hold it in, but I did. Okay. I merely smiled before I took some food for myself. There was one piece of food that intrigued me and was barely touched by the boys. It looked like green pasta with shrimp over it. Oh, I don't like shrimp. Green pasta and shrimp? I'm glad she likes it. I don't. So it's really ill. What's this?
That, miss, is a shrimp pesto dish. Pastas are my specialty, so I'm positive you'll enjoy it.
I twirled some around my fork and tried it. I could feel my senses open as my taste bud practically melted in delight at the taste. It was creamy and savory, almost impossible to describe. This is amazing!
I'm glad you like it. At least someone here in the room has taste.
He takes it so serious, man. But okay, I love it. Let's go on. Matthew and Sam glared at James before they continued to eat. I couldn't help but smile at the brotherly quarrel before eating the rest of the pasta on my plate. Pasta! Someone knows where that's referenced from, you're awesome. James seemed to really hold high standards for his brothers, though it wasn't my place to question why. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange, eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like a part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed. Oh no, what is happening? We will have to find out in the next episode. Sorry guys. I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoy it. Really like seeing the different guys. I mean, they are designed that way, but it's fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode of Seduce Me.